You're listening to the Pink Property Podcast, where each week we will discuss hot property topics, introduce you to members of our team as well as special guests, and let you know about all the things that are going on at David Lee. Hello and welcome to this episode of the Pink Property Podcast. I'm very much in the pink today. This isn't the late night edition, I promise you, if you're watching on the YouTube video. I am with the media team from David Lee, and I wanted to catch up with the guys as Bailey, you are the newest addition to our team here at HQ, and it's a real development and evolution of the media team that we've got here and that we're building at David Lee. And I wanted to be able to take some time with the guys today so you can understand a bit about what they do, but also what that means to us in the business of selling houses. So, Jack, you've been on the sofa before when we introed you last time, a successful little podcast episode that we've had in the past. And by the way, Jack, he's very uncomfortable at being in front of the camera and far prefers to be the other side of the camera.
Yep.
Thanks for jumping on that, mate.
That's all right.
So, the development, tell us about the development of the team, and I suppose how much and what's developed since you first came on the sofa when you joined us back about a year ago, I think is when we did the podcast. So, yeah, it was October 2021 that you joined, wasn't it? So
2020.
Was it 2020?
Yeah.
Wow. Time flies.
Yeah.
Time flies. So tell us, what has that development been in your role here at David Lee?
So when I started, my main role was just doing the property photos, videos. It was sort of a new position to have sort of anyone in any media position, really. We've sort of progressed it now, bringing Bailey on to more of a social media overall role. Trying to, what's the word I was looking for? Like, zhuzh up the TikTok and the Instagram.
We're zhuzhing up the social media. That was it. But you guys really took back control when you had the time of bringing Bailey on. And Bailey, in sort of the day-to-day role, what it's relatively varied, but tell us some of the things that you do on a day-to-day.
Yeah, I mean, it changes from day to day, but mainly, so Jack will go out, take the photos of the houses, come back, he'll jump on the video editing, I'll jump on the photo editing, and then when it comes to social media, I'll be scheduling posts. I'll be going on Photoshop, mocking up all the posts. We've got templates now. I came in and we made templates for all the social media posts, like newly listed, property of the week, all sorts of stuff. So I'll be taking those photos, putting them in, and then we'll both be coming up with ideas for the social media, the Instagrams, the Facebooks and everything.
It was a good chance for us to refresh a lot of the content that we've been producing for a while and give everything a bit of a facelift and a bit more intention with some of the posts. So some of the stuff that I love that you guys have done are things like the local business spotlight posts and some of the creativity around some of the existing sort of media assets that we've got already that have been able to be refreshed and updated. And I just think things like the banner adverts on Rightmove and stuff like that we can often let sit for sort of 12 to 18 months, but it's nice to keep everything fresh. And I just think from a customer's perspective now, actually having professional photography and videography in the way in which we do it is almost standard, and it's certainly a brand standard for us here, and it's allowing us to stand out against the competition and create more activity around each of our listings. So along the social media lines, I wanted to talk to you about TikTok. So you guys posted a TikTok video within the last week that received over 200,000 views at last count, quickly approaching 300,000. How did you do it?
How to say we'll do anything. We had a free time one day and we decided to film a TikTok.
And TikTok's not historically or anything, it's only a couple of years old, but it's not traditionally a method of sale for us. So what's the plan with TikTok and David Lee?
So traditional marketing is just you show the properties off, you're marketing your business on like Facebook, Instagram. TikTok's more for a younger generation. So it's not, here's a house, do you want to look at it, do you want to buy it? It's something fun, something interesting that will catch their attention, just happens to have our branding on it. So it's the TikTok has nothing really to do with David Lee. It's just something with our branding on. It kind of relates to property a little bit. But I think that's why people liked it. It wasn't in your face, come and look at us, come buy from us. it's brand awareness almost.
And I think it allows us to express a bit more personality of the business as well. And some of the characters within the business, I think will start to come out in, I know, some of the stuff that you guys have got planned there. So that was interesting. And the virality of posts that go well were just astonishing.
Yeah, it was amazing that we actually managed to get something that big.
I called him up. I don't know where I was. I got home one evening and I checked it after about an hour. It was on like 1,000 views, and I refreshed it when I got home from wherever I was. 2,000 views. I was like, oh, that's quite a lot in like 2 hours or whatever. And then I was refreshing, it was going up 100, 100, 100, 100. I rang him and I was like, have you seen the TikTok? He was like, I'm saying, looking at it now.
I just looked at it before you called, and I had James, that is manager, text me just before that as well.
Yeah.
Saying, have you seen your TikTok?
It's just gone crazy. But amazing how obviously it just hooked up with the algorithm. It had loads of activity. So how many likes did it get?
I think 25,000.
Yeah, I think it's on around 25,000.
And the comments were astonishing.
Oh, everyone was loving it.
Yeah, it was like 450 comments. So the
Yeah.
engagement and the client engagement was amazing. But I think the spread of effect was that everything else on our channel just got a massive lift, didn't it? So
and people just know the name now as well. People know the name David Lee. All those people that saw that video probably think, oh, they might not be thinking of buying or selling houses, but at least that's in there, and that's what you.
Yeah, when they come to it, they might just think, oh, that brand I saw on TikTok.
And that's our job.
I'll see where they are.
That's our job with social media. It's not to be like, it's not our job to sell the houses. It's our job to get people to know about.
Yeah, just keep people seeing our name.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to it, hopefully, some people will come over to us
and something else that's been going quite well that I think is quite well, and it is definitely more social media content, Bailey, is the speed tours. So tell us about sort of the idea and the process behind that.
So we've sort of seen a few online. Like when I first joined, me and Jack sat down and thought, what can we do? Let's have a look at what other people are doing. And I think we sat down with you and you said, I can't remember who it was, but someone that you really liked. They did their speed tours and they sort of put, rather than the boring music, that like the chilled out music that you see on a lot of these like property videos.
Yeah.
He sort of put house music or some popular music or something like that, and then that gets people in, and that people just, oh, look, I know this song, whatever. And if it's a nice house, they'll stay and watch the nice house. Same with the TikTok thing. You catch people's attention. They might not be wanting to buy it, but as long as you've caught their attention, and that's what you want to do.
So it's definitely sort of a development of the presentation and the marketing that we now put around each of the listings with these vertical videos, and they're not quite as long, but
and they're quick, so you can
short
sit there.
engagement time you've got to try and catch somebody's attention. It kind of works well, doesn't it?
Because of TikTok, I think people's attention spans have definitely gotten shorter, me included.
Yeah.
I find like I'd much rather sit there at the moment, or I say I would. I say I wouldn't. Like you'd say, oh, I like to watch movies, I like to watch TV programs, but you scroll through 2-3 TikTok videos, you can be there for hours.
Yeah, definitely. And I suppose one last thing I wanted to sort of cover, when people are getting their homes presented and getting them ready, what would be, Jack, probably yours, what would be your top 3 tips for somebody before you came through the door for photos and video?
So when we come in, we don't just do a set of photos. We have a full video speed tour, like we just said, and a full video tour as well. So we need, it takes a bit of time to get this done. So we need to be in and out as quick as possible, because otherwise we're going to be there hours moving stuff around. So I think if people have their houses ready, so how they would think it should be cleaned if they were looking at a house for a viewing, if you were clearing it for a viewing, it's probably the way you probably want to do it. So have like, top 3 things. So cars off the drive, obviously. Just generally stuff away. If you can stuff it, put stuff in cupboards, people put stuff in washing machines to get this, just to declutter the house as much as possible. Obviously, everyone's got a bit of clutter they can't move, so we can move little bits here and there, but as little as possible, just to make the whole process go smoothly. And then, just general cleanliness and anything like garden, make sure it's all like balls have been moved, any football goals have been put away as much as possible. Just so when you're looking at it, it's almost a show home.
Yes. Yeah.
That's the idea behind
As
it.
show home as you can get your place, sort of thing. Yeah.
It makes a difference having a house that you see it on Rightmove. You scroll through and you see a house that's they haven't taken much care in it.
Yeah.
And they've left all their clutter out. And people scroll through it, not even second guess it, but they see a nice house, it might catch their eye that little bit.
And I think that's really important, you know, that as competition rises and there might be a few more houses on the market now, you've got to stand out. You've got to be marketed to the fullest capacity, but you've also got to look good. So that preparation, clearing the decks is a great tip, mate. Great
I think more and more agents are doing that now, making sure their photos are professional quality.
Yeah.
So if you'll get left behind if you're not doing that really.
Yeah, absolutely. Brilliant. Well, chaps, thank you very much for joining us. Thanks for pinking up the set even more than it usually is. And we'll catch you in a couple of weeks' time. Thanks so much.
Okay, thank you.